One of the biggest ones was that I was raised to believe that monkeys were or that apes and monkeys were separate things, sisters to each other, and that humans were in a sister group to that. Because I'm a little older, and then they had a taxonomic system that they no longer use. See, 1735, Carolus Linnaeus comes up with the system naturale. He invents taxonomy essentially. And the thing that freaked him out about it was that he was a creationist. He thought that new species could only come about as an act of special creation by God. But he noticed this pattern that you don't just have species in what in the kinds of kinds that he would expect. Instead, everything is within a parent category, and then the parent categories are themselves, you siblings within a larger parent category, and so there's a whole family tree. Phylum, kingdom, or kingdom, phylum, class, order, all of that, and that didn't make sense from a creationist standpoint. And one of the problems he had with that was that he could not distinguish humans from apes. And so he wrote a letter about this to his contemporaries, to the scientific community of his time, when he said that he cannot tell the difference between humans and apes, that there was not a diagnostic characteristic to distinguish us. And so he demanded that the scientific community come up with some explanation for, because he classified uh, four subspecies of humans, and actually six, and two of them were chimpanzees and orangutans, which he classified with humans. And so the scientific community just went ape shit over that. And they could not come up with they couldn't answer his question. They couldn't show him a diagnostic characteristic to distinguish humans from apes. So what they did was they did an arbitrary construct to create Pongo, which is a classification that they put all the apes into, and then Homo to put all the humans into, and then just declared them separate. Well, in the last 30, 40 years or so, not just fossil finds, but also genetics have confirmed that we are in fact apes, not just sisters to them. We are a subset of that group. And so they've had to restructure the taxonomy so that Homo is now a subset of Hominidae, which is the great apes, and Pongo is now a sister of Homoines.